Imagine this, your team has just signed the world's most sought-after player. Someone who's supposed to elevate the squad to new heights, secure trophies, and dominate the league. But instead of soaring to glory, the team starts crumbling, faltering under the weight of expectations. Sounds impossible, right? But it has happened more than once. Big names, massive price tags, and high hopes don't always guarantee success. In fact, sometimes they can do the exact opposite. Here are 5 major signings that, instead of strengthening their teams, ended up weakening them. 5. Lionel Messi's move to PSG. When Lionel Messi left Barcelona in 2021 to join Paris Saint-Germain, it felt like the football gods had just assembled the most potent attacking trio in history: Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. PSG fans and football enthusiasts worldwide expected fireworks and a near-guaranteed Champions League trophy. But reality painted a different picture. Before Messi's arrival, PSG had consistently performed well in Europe, reaching the Champions League final in 2020 and the semi-finals in 2021. However, Messi's tenure saw the team regress. Despite his impressive individual stats, PSG failed to get past the round of 16 in the Champions League during Messi's 2 years. They also lost their grip on the French Cup. Strangely enough, after Messi's departure, PSG seemed to find their stride again, winning the French Cup and making a deep run in Europe. The Argentine legend might have brought star power to Paris, but his presence disrupted the team's chemistry and balance, proving that even the greatest player of all time can inadvertently weaken a team. 4. Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo's triumphant return to Old Trafford in 2021 was supposed to be the final piece of the puzzle for Manchester United. The prodigal son had returned to bring back the glory days. But instead of lifting United back to the summit of English and European football, Ronaldo's return coincided with one of the club's most turbulent periods. In the 2 seasons before Ronaldo's return, Manchester United finished 3rd and 2nd in the Premier League, showing signs of genuine progress under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But the moment Ronaldo stepped back onto the pitch, Old Trafford, the cracks began to show. Despite his goal-scoring heroics, United plummeted to 6th in the league and endured a disappointing exit from the Champions League in the round of 16. The team's style of play became disjointed, and rumours of dressing room unrest started to surface. After Ronaldo's eventual departure, United bounced back, finishing 3rd in the Premier League and reaching the FA Cup final. The return of the club's greatest ever player had, ironically, weakened them. 3. Romelu Lukaku's second spell at Chelsea. When Chelsea splashed out a then-club record €115 million to bring Romelu Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge in 2021, it looked like the perfect signing. The Blues had just won the Champions League, and Lukaku's goals were supposed to transform them into serious Premier League title contenders. However, the reality was far from what was expected. Lukaku struggled to find his footing, missing crucial chances and failing to adapt to Thomas Tuchel's system. His lackluster performances on the pitch were compounded by his controversial interview, where he expressed dissatisfaction with his situation at Chelsea and hinted at a desire to return to Inter Milan. This caused a rift in the dressing room, further destabilizing the team. Chelsea, who had looked so formidable without Lukaku, were knocked out of the Champions League in the quarter-finals and failed to win any domestic trophies. The club's decision to offload Lukaku to Inter Milan and later to AS Roma was a clear admission that the signing had been a colossal mistake. 2. Harry Kane's move to Bayern Munich. Harry Kane's transfer to Bayern Munich in 2023 for a German record fee was hailed as the move that would solidify Bayern's dominance both domestically and in Europe. Kane, the prolific Premier League striker, was expected to be the heir to Robert Lewandowski, leading the Bavarian Giants to more silverware. But what happened next was nothing short of shocking. Despite Kane's individual brilliance, winning the European Golden Shoe with a record number of goals, Bayern Munich endured their worst season in over a decade. They finished a disappointing third in the Bundesliga and failed to win a single trophy, an outcome that seemed unthinkable given Bayern's stranglehold on German football for the past decade. 1. Chelsea's recent spending spree. While not a single signing, Chelsea's recent transfer policy under new ownership deserves mention as a collective blunder that has weakened the team. Since the takeover in 2022, Chelsea has spent nearly €1.5 billion, bringing in a slew of new players. However, instead of strengthening the team, this scattergun approach has left the squad bloated, unbalanced, and struggling for form. In the 4 years before the takeover, Chelsea consistently finished in the top 4 of the Premier League, won the Champions League, Europa League, UEFA Super Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup. But since the massive spending spree began, the Blues have endured one of their worst periods in recent history. They finished 12th in the Premier League in 2023 and 6th in 2024, barely qualifying for the Europa Conference League. The new signings failed to gel, and the team's performance on the pitch reflected a lack of cohesion and identity. The sheer number of players brought in, combined with constant managerial changes, has made Chelsea a shadow of the team they once were, proving that money can't always buy success. Big signings often come with big expectations, but as we've seen, they don't always lead to success. Sometimes, they can even drag a team down, no matter how talented the player is. What do you think about these signings? Did they weaken their teams, or were there other factors at play? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. See you in the next one.